Oh well, just got into the station now, all parked up. Mist is just starting to clear. We can maybe make out a little bit now once we get up high. So we're going to sort of punch out over the back up the valley there, get up on the high terraces and have a bit of glass and see what's around. A bit of pig rooting down here, scattered all over the place as we're driving in, so never know, might just run into a little piggy somewhere.
Little scratcher, little arrow
Yeah,
through it.
yeah. So yeah, she's bows only, slowly transitioning.
Slowly.
Don't feel as naked without my rifle as I used to. Oh wow. Alright, we're sort of halfway up here and the mist's starting to clear a little bit. Getting a bit of a view across onto these clearings. It's a little bit hard with the old far lookers trying to see through the mist. But hopefully as the sun comes up it'll all burn off. It wasn't long after the mist had cleared and we were able to see that we spotted this hind on a clearing. She was about 150 to 180 metres above us and she was feeding when we first seen her. We were discussing the possibilities of sneaking in to get a shot with the bow, and the bush looked pretty thick all around her, so it would have been quite hard to get within bow range. While we were talking about the possibilities, she must have got a swirl of wind and she started to look more alert. You can see the grass hanging out of her mouth, which certainly disturbed her mid-lunch. In the end, she walked off about 20 metres and then started feeding again and then walked on a bit further. We made the call to head on up the valley and see if anything was out where we could put in a stalk. We carried on further up the ridge, and as we come onto the rise here, the wind was a little bit iffy, it was swirling everywhere. We put an arrow on the string and snuck on over, hoping there was going to be a deer somewhere close. As we were walking up the track, a stag barks. He's about 50 metres to our right and in a thick bush. It does enough to distract us and take our attention off the clearings to the left. Stags are behind us, eh? Probably just. Wow, that's some good looking. I hear movement to the left. I swing around and look. There's a large hind standing at 62 metres. I range her and she's off. Just can't seem to catch a break today with the swirly wind. It's been a cold southerly today. It's been about 6 degrees and the deer haven't been out in the open. There's not a huge amount of grass to hold them here at this time of year anyway. We're beginning to feel a little bit down, sort of wondering if maybe we should be pushing further back into a sheltered pocket in the bush, or sitting at home drinking a Spates. It's now 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We're just sitting down to have a tuna and crackers, and I'm glassing the clearings above me. I see a little bit of movement and spot a stag bedded down. He's sitting on the clearing and he's not aware of us. Unfortunately, he turns his head in our direction and spots us straight away. Even though we're sitting still, he stands up in full alert and he's on to us. He's a fairly promising looking young stag. I'd like to catch up with him in a year or so's time. We sit and watch him and hope that he'll settle down, or that he hasn't actually seen enough to make him bolt, but no luck. He stands and stares at us, gets a good idea of what we are, and trots off up the clearing and slowly walks into the bush, and we never seen him again. On the way back to the truck, we spotted 3 magpies feeding in this little paddock here. I ranged them at 48 metres and Jace puts an arrow on the string and has a crack. He misses by about a centimetre, straight over top of its back. It really is the story of our day. Thank you for watching and please subscribe. Cheers guys.